evening. How are you doing? What a tournament that was. What a final. That was, without doubt, at least my favourite Euro Tour event, possibly ever. It was just incredible. That final game. How is Luke Littler doing this, man? How does he do it? He's still performing at this level. The fact that he's just at the start of his career and it doesn't look like he's going to be falling off anytime soon. It's scary what he could do in the game, what he could do, what he could achieve after what he's already achieving. It's absolutely insane. He's an alien, unreal. He's 17. I know we keep saying it, but how can we not? He is 17. It's not fair. But before we get on to the final, I want to talk about the earlier stages of the tournament because lots happened and there's lots I want to mention. First, I want to shout out all of the Belgian players because they performed absolutely incredibly against the seeds. And they really held their own. Specifically, Andreas Harrison, he was incredible. He could have got so much further into the tournament, I feel, had he not encountered a very in-form Gary Anderson. But yeah, he should be very proud of his performance. He played absolutely remarkable. And I hope we see a lot more of him because he's clearly incredibly talented. I hadn't heard of him before, maybe you have. But yeah, I hope we see more of him because he really deserves a lot in the game. And then it was nice to see De Souza getting further into the tournament as well. He, like a lot of players at the moment, actually seems to be finding the form that they once had. They're not quite there yet, but they seem to be on an upward trajectory. Again, just very unfortunate that he came across Luke Littler. That's the story of so many people's experiences of late in darts, but there we are. That's just what this kid's doing at the moment. Richard Veenstra, he played incredibly. From my perspective, I was very sad to see MVG go out so early, but you know, by no means did that detract from the entertainment from the tournament overall. I think for many people it probably added to it. I can't say I'm one of them because I always want him to go all the way. But yeah, he's been a bit off of late, MVG, in the Premier League as well. Yeah, I hope he can find some form again soon. And Ryan Joyce played very well. I was hoping he'd get further, actually. I was rooting for him in the game against Pietreczko. Yeah, but his opponent played amazingly, and it was great to see Pietreczko get so far into the tournament because he's had a lot of great performances of late, so it was nice to see him get some results for it. Another two players who are on the up, Johnny Clayton and Peter Wright. It was Peter Wright's birthday, actually, wasn't it? So happy birthday to him. I hope he wasn't too disheartened by the results and enjoyed the experience because he played very well. And despite the result, there are so many positives that he can take from that performance. Yeah, I think, again, he was really unlucky in the Premier League this week, but I think next week is where his campaign is going to really start, because I think all the signs are pointing towards some results now, which is really good to see, and I hope we can see him deliver what he's capable of for his mental health and for our entertainment. It would be great to see him back up there. But again, well done to Clayton because, you know, he's been off the boil a lot recently as well, and it's nice to see him get some results too. Joe Cullen played amazingly. He was defeated incredibly by Jermaine Bottomena, who also played amazingly. And it just goes to show that anyone with a tour card on their day is capable of beating anyone, really. Because Joe Cullen was one of the players of the tournament up until that round where he just lost some energy, or I don't know, he just went off the boil a bit. And Bottomena, you know, he made the most of it, so all credit to him. He deserved to get as far as he did. Luke Humphries played very well, but I was kind of delighted that Ryan Searle got through in the end. Even with those issues with the points, I don't know what that was about, but yeah, he was playing amazingly, and I'm glad. I feel like the result was the right one. I feel like the game went to the rightful winner. Um, yeah, it was really good to see Ryan get so far. Owen Price has been playing very well. Um, as well as Gary Anderson. It was unfortunate that Gary went out against Goen so early, but, well, so early it wasn't, but yeah, I was hoping to see Gary in the semis or the final. But again, just really positive signs. He's still in great form. Yeah, so happy to see Gary back at the top where he belongs. Mike De Decker, he played amazingly. Stephen Bunting, he's continuing his amazing form. I don't feel like Bunting's done with his wins yet. I feel like he's got a lot more to come. I don't feel like it was just one win and that was it. I think he's maintained that level, and I think if he does keep maintaining it, then more victories are going to come. I don't think he needs to improve very much to get more results, to be honest. I feel like on certain days he can perform at this level and take home many tournaments. So I hope he does, because he deserves it and he's one of the nicest guys. And yeah, then we move into finals day, really, where the quality was just on another level. We had the perfect balance of insane averages, incredible drama, with lesser quality moments with missed doubles and things, and underdogs as well. It wasn't just, seeds putting in incredible performances and getting easy results. It was the unexpected players playing the games of their life and getting through, and really holding their own. It was amazing to see, and it made the tournament so enjoyable overall. The crowd were incredible as well. I have to mention the crowd. The way they supported their home favourites first was the best I've seen in a long, long time, possibly ever on the Euro Tour. But they had no disrespect or malice towards their opponents either. Like, Gerwyn Price was getting a great reception, and it was brilliant to see. You just felt like every player was treated respectfully and rightfully for their performances. Everyone just got such a warm welcome, and the atmosphere was so great to watch and listen to. Yeah, it just really made the tournament just so enjoyable to watch overall. And then I just have to talk about the final, because how can I put off Luke Littler for any longer? He's just impossible, that kid. I don't know how he does it. Yeah, I was rooting for him. I'm not a big fan of Cross. His pace does get to me a bit, and his throwing style. I just prefer the more organic throwing actions as opposed to the methodical aimers like Peter Wright and Cross. Yeah, so I for one was delighted that Littler got over the line in the end. But just what a fantastic match. Just credit to both players, because it takes two to tango, and they absolutely danced on that stage. It was a joy to watch, so credit to both of them, because they both made that event what it was. It wasn't just a 9-darter. It wasn't just the fact that it went all the way. It was just the quality. They both averaged, 103 and 105. Like, Cross had the higher average, actually. It just goes to show the standard of the game. It was full of drama and not just high scores and high checkouts. It was putting in the right shots at the right times, which is what Luke did. And it's just amazing how mature he is at this stage in his career. Like, so many players barely anyone could have hit that 9-darter, actually. But then I feel like a lot of players who might have hit that 9-darter so close to the finish line would have then thought that the tournament was theirs and gone off the boil and lost the match. but Luke didn't. Like, he was one leg away from losing the thing, and then he just came back and got over the line. You know, it was to have that perspective and just tunnel vision at 17. Remarkable. Just an inspirational story, to be honest. Just such an exciting prospect. I feel like he gets all the credit that he deserves, to be honest. I know the press and the media are going mad over him, but how can they not? Like, I feel like it's justified, to be honest. To be fair, I'm really enjoying seeing how his fellow players are coming out and kind of protecting his mental health and telling the media to, back off a bit and just take it easy on him because he's 17 and he's a kid. He's very new to all this. So yeah, that's really great to see. But I just can't agree with the people who are saying that, oh, he's had one good tournament, or, he's won a few games and apparently he's the greatest of all time and everything. No, that's not what they're saying. It's just they're rightfully making the most of the biggest name in darts right now, and possibly, at least British sport, definitely, possibly sport overall. I've never seen, since I became a fan of darts in the last few years, I've never seen darts this much in the mainstream and in the tabloids and in the media. It's just absolutely insane what he's done for the game, and I can't wait to see where he takes it. So yeah, in my opinion, he's getting everything he deserves. And I'm so happy he got over the line in this one. Let me know your opinions on that. I'm really interested to hear what you think about the media side of things, and of course this tournament in general, and that remarkable final. Yeah, aside from that, I think that's all I've got to say. So I look forward to hearing your thoughts about it, and I will speak to you very soon. Goodbye.